Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nako, I have another interesting case study to share with you guys. This time involving the cancellation of PR. Nako, kinancel po ang permanent residency na ginran sa isang buong pamilya. At in this case, interestingly, aminado po ang IRCC na nagkamali yung officer sa pag-approve ng PR. Aba, o sige, wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa guys. Puntahan na natin ang ating pagbabatayan sa storyang ito. Isa na naman pong federal court decision. Again, this is a public document. Grabe, no? Dahil sa inyo, napapa-research ako ng research ngayon ng kung ano-anong kaso na pwede kong i-share. So, ayan. As usual, guys, mahaba ito. Kaya babasahin ko lang muli ang ilang mga linya just to give us a summary of what happened. So this order was issued October 24, 2024. So a few months ago. Ito na. So the applicants are citizens of India. In May 2020, the principal applicant, na Mami na naman po muli ang principal applicant in this case. Si Mami applied for a LAMIA. Okay, LAMIA-based work permit to Canada. Noong August 2020 rin, guys, nasa India pa to nasa India pa po lahat sila. Noong August 2020 rin, nag-apply rin po siya sa Saskatchewan SINP, yung Provincial Nomination Program ng Saskatchewan, August 2020. At noong October, bigla siyang nabunot din pala, no? Ang galing. Kasi nag-file po muli agad siya ng application for permanent residence as a provincial nominee. Okay. In that moment, sinama na po niya ang kanyang asawa at anak as her dependents sa application. Okay, eto na. August 2022. The principal applicant's application for a work permit, okay, dahil nga may application siya, di ba, yung LAMIA-based work permit, na-refuse. Bakit? Because she was found to be inadmissible for misrepresentation in accordance to, basta in accordance to the law. Ganun na lang. Okay. Pero, kahit na, by the way, that ruling, yung nung pag-refuse po ng kanyang work permit, it came with a 5-year ban to Canada. Okay, 5 years po siyang hindi pwedeng magpunta ng Canada. Okay. Now, eto na guys, despite that refusal, nung March 2023 naman po, so ilang years, matagal din, 3 years after she filed yung application for PR as a provincial nominee sa Saskatchewan, they received a letter from IRCC advising them that their application was approved at hiningi na po ang kanilang mga passport. Diba? March, tapos sumunod na buwan, actually weeks later, nakuha na po agad nila ang kanilang COPR. It's confirmation of permanent residence, and they wound up their affairs in India and traveled to India. And traveled to Canada rather. At ito na ang nangyari. Ito na guys. Pagdating po nila sa Vancouver Airport, April 2023, the CBSA officer advised them that they were inadmissible to Canada and their passports were seized. Pero pinayagan pa rin po sila makapasok ng Canada, sabi dito. They were allowed to enter Canada for further examination and for the CBSA to understand what transpired doon sa kanilang PR application. Ano nga ba nangyari? Later on, nakatanggap po ang mga applicants ng letter from IRCC. So ito dumating sila, 'di ba? Nagland sila supposedly April 22, 2023. May 4, okay, less than 2 weeks later, they received a letter from IRCC saying that the IRCC approved the principal applicant's PR in error. Nagkamali. The letter explains that their COPRs are canceled and apologizes for the inconvenience. Ayun na nga. Because doon sa refusal sa kanilang work permit. Yun po ang nangyari. So, ang ginawa po nung family, no, kaya itong court decision, as usual, the family went to court and asked the judge to, kumbaga, they appealed yung cancellation ng kanilang PR. But what happened was the court or the judge agreed doon sa cancellation ng kanilang PR. Tama daw po yung pag-cancel ng PR. And then, 10 days after their visas were revoked on May 14, 2023, inisyuhan din po sila ng tinatawag na exclusion order na merong 1-year prohibition to enter Canada. Tapos po ang nangyari, no, the applicants requested that they be allowed to stay here while, kumbaga, attempting to clarify ano ba nangyari sa sitwasyon nila. Pero eventually, wala, they really had to leave. Sabi dito, after the CBSA denied a further deferral request on June 7, the applicants left voluntarily and paid for their travel expenses. Ayun, talagang umuwi po sila. I'm sure meron po sa inyong mga nagtatanong, bakit ba una sa lahat pala na refuse yung kanilang work permit? Okay? Ito po yan. Ayan. So, ito po yung nangyari. After po pala niya mag-apply nung kanyang Lamia-based work permit, nakatanggap po muna siya ng tinatawag na PFL, yung Procedural Fairness Letter. Pinagpapaliwanag dahil meron daw pong discrepancy in her work history na sinama po niya sa kanyang work permit, may discrepancy doon sa kanyang information na nilagay sa isang visitor visa application years ago, which was in 2017. Binigyan po ng pagkakataon magpaliwanag yung principal applicant, pero mukhang hindi na siya umabot doon. Ang ginawa po niya, at the same time na nag-a-apply siya ng PR, withdraw niya yung kanyang application for the Lamia-based work permit. Okay? Oo, tinan mo, October 19, 2020, nag-advise siya na she was withdrawing her application for a work permit. Kinross-check ko po dun sa kanyang timeline sa PR application. This was around the same time na na-draw siya dun sa SINP. Pero it turns out, mukhang nag-proceed pa rin yung kanyang processing ng work permit. Diba? Maliban dun sa nag-withdraw siya ng application sa work permit, meron din ditong humingi din siya ng time to reply or extra time to reply dun sa PFL. Pero hindi na dumating yung PFL explanation letter niya hanggang sa na-refuse na ng tuluyan yung kanyang work permit application. So, yun po ang nangyari. Ay, nako guys. So, again, it all boils down to misrepresentation. And also the need to understand yung implications ng mga applications na ginagawa nyo. Kasi in this case, dalawa po yung in-apply niya. So nadama yung refusal, nadama yung sa work permit doon sa kanyang PR application. Kahit pa in her mind siguro na i-withdraw ko na lang yun, hindi. Yun po ang naging dahilan ng pag-refuse ng kanyang entry to Canada. So ano ang matututunan natin dito guys? Kailangan intindihin po natin ang mga immigration decisions kung meron man po tayong nakukuha. Diba? Decisions and applications that you file. Diba? Pangalawa, siguro, double, triple check yung eligibility to enter Canada. Diba? And it wouldn't hurt in this case, diba? Meron siyang medyo complex situation, she would have benefited from a consultation siguro from an immigration lawyer. So that is our story of the day. Let me know your thoughts down there. If again, meron po kayong similar story, feel free to share them sa comment section. I look forward to seeing them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!